Okay, give me a second here. Gotta update everyone. I'm late for my what is this? Live stream. Yeah. Mm, Interesting that I can't see the live. There we go. J38. Hey, let me grab the hat. Now, Jay, you're gonna like this one. Primarily because of some of the conversations that have been going on in our group. So glad you could make it. I know that I'm late for this. It's late here. It's 11 p.m. A lot of people are either asleep or in different time zones or at work. Totally get it. Just want to get a live stream out for this unboxing. Talk a little bit. You might. It's historic in a way. So you'll see. So I got all my opening notes here. Crown Wipe videos are coming out this weekend. Originally anticipated for Friday. I need to do some extra editing. I'm talking with the Crown Wipe people tomorrow night before I publish it. I need to touch up some of my review video, which I haven't touched in like a week or two. Almost done with my Crown Wipe commercial video. I just need to film 3 more sequences, try to trim it down, maybe under 4 minutes, because it's already at 4 minutes and like 20-30 seconds. Not that bad, but I think it could be a little shorter, to be honest. And I started to do some test filming for my Baseball is Back video. If the schedule is right, then next Monday I will have a off day when my mom's working, so I can do all my filming, which will be huge, because I'm using a sledgehammer, and I was like using it. My arms are tired after just bringing it up and hammering it. So my arm and back are tired already after doing all that work, just for the test work. So it's kind of a copied idea from John Wick, the first movie, if you've seen it. So if you haven't, it's okay. You'll see what my video is next week. There's a lot of green screen work into this that I need to really nail or do really good with. What's in the box? What's in the fucking box? You'll see. Fitted Insider, welcome tonight. I told J38 already that what's in the box here is kind of what we've been talking about in our Hat Society group chat on Instagram. Has to do with some of the recent topics lately. So I was talking about my Crown Wipe video work. Almost done with my commercial, and I need to trim up a bit some of my review video. So I know I sent the previews out to you, Fitted Insider. I haven't sent it out to anyone else yet, actually, other than you and the actual Crown Wipe people. But I knew that, because you did it already, you kind of would either, you have the appreciation of it, and you kind of understand it. So those are coming out Friday-ish. No, if I was to get a Marlins hat, I'd probably get the one from like the early 2010s, the one where it's like the M, and like the yellow white, like when they first went from the teal to the black, that when they like became the Miami Marlins, not the Florida Marlins, when they like became the Miami Marlins in 2013, that's the hat that I would want to get. So yeah, so the commercial I'm just trimming down a bit. And then the review, I'm gonna kind of leave it as it is, touch up a few things here and there. I was working on some test filming for my Baseball is Back video. So that's going to take priority next on the Q idea list. There's another baseball video idea I had, but I will save that for later in August. I want to do a hockey hat video as well, but I also have to do some like research. And my time, this is also probably bad, because I'm starting a online class next Tuesday, actually. Or no, next Wednesday. The 22nd, whatever the 22nd is, I'm starting a new online class. So that might take up some time from my video work, so we'll see how that goes, because this class is like really important. It's a free Harvard University online course about public relations and like public policy. Matt Gordon, good evening, welcome. Just talking about in the box. It's going to be relevant to what we've been discussing in our Half Society group chat, and talking about some of my videos. So I'm starting up a online class next week with Harvard. It's a free class. Public policy, going to be relevant for my future endeavors. Yesterday I started my exploratory committee, and in a way officially launched Chapter 17, or Project Chapter 17. I don't know what the name of it is officially, but Chapter 17, Project 1721, we're starting that up. Yeah, at least I have a few other hat idea videos, but my time might be kind of split up because of the class coming up, and I want to do good with it, because it's gonna, even though it's a free class, I kind of want to do good in it for my future endeavors. So, let's get into the box. This is going to be hat number 238. Jeez. Got on eBay. When you see this hat, you'll wonder, like me, why it went unbidded for on eBay. Like, I really thought that more people were going to bid for this hat, realizing the historic significance of it and what's going on in today's culture, what's being changed. I think I paid a little bit more than I really wanted to and really should have. I think I paid like $25, $27-ish. But this is a hat from the 2018 MLB postseason. It is the last time that this hat was on the field. Cleveland Indians, 2018 postseason hat. And oh my god. Shit. Look at that crappy ship work. It was shipped pretty well, actually, to be honest. Jeez. It's just, wonky. It's just so weird. Hold on. I have to look at the original. So, you can kind of see, I hope you can. There's, a little, shifted up. And it's, really, skinny in the back. And it's, weird. The brim is kind of jacked up. So, yeah, I think, especially for the way that it's been shipped. Now I truly believe that I overpaid. Um, yeah. So that's how it looked. If you can see, that's how it looked in the picture from the seller. And I mean, I kind of like that it's like the brim is bent, but that is really jacked up. Hold on, I gotta take a picture of this, just because it's so bad. Yeah, it's just, oh, it's really bad. Cause it was packed decently, to be honest. It was packed with some extra fitting inside, but I think that the box was just too skinny, to be honest. I think that's what it was, that it was shipped in a box that was just too skinny. Um, Made in China, on field, 7.5, 2018 postseason patch. Depressed Jets fan, good evening. This hat I figured would be important to get, because I always kind of wanted Chief Wahoo, knowing the history behind it. But this was the last time that Chief Wahoo was on the field until they went to the now blocked, the Block C. And they might be doing the I, the curved I, cursive I, but I don't entirely remember. I just know the Block C. Now, the Block C, not that bad of a hat, actually. That'd be, I do have a Cleveland Indians Pro Light where the front two panels are like red, dark red, not maroon, but like dark red, and like a navy Block C. It's not that bad of a logo, actually. I would maybe get a Block C, but this one is the last time that Chief Wahoo was on the field, and in our discussion group, our group chat, we've been discussing about the Washington football team, the Washington Redskins, how they've retired the name. Kind of odd that they're retiring the name, that they're saying that, oh yeah, we're going to change it, but they did announce what they're changing it to. And it's like saying Andrew Jackson, he's not renewing the bank charter in 1836. It's like, okay, well, you don't like the old banking system. I get it. So, what are you going to do next? Jackson, I don't know. I just don't like it. Let's just get rid of it. So, no backup plan. Huh? Nope. You're screwed. I mean, they'll figure out a logo and a new name, but it's like, wouldn't you, like, kind of anticipate, like, once you do the name, like, once you announce, like, yeah, we're not doing it anymore, that you would announce the name change? That organization is so effed up. They don't know what they're doing. They're so effed up. They botched a name reveal or logo transition. So, of course, I mean, I think this is a topic I'll discuss in another standalone video, but the idea of, Native Americans being used for sports teams and even for schools, for college sports, and even like high school level sports and mascots. Those are a touchy subject. Of course, I've always thought that Redskins was kind of a more derogatory term than just Indians, or Braves, or Blackhawks, or Seminoles. I mean, Seminoles is based on the actual tribe that's based out of the southeastern region from Florida. But I figured, for historical purposes, this was the last time that Chief Wahoo was on the field. And I'm okay with them changing. I'd be okay with them either keeping it or just continuing Chief Wahoo on the field. But what I liked about the change was there wasn't like a huge public peer pressure from cancel culture to change it, like the Redskins are going through. for the Redskins to change their name right now with everything that's been going on with conversations about racial injustice, inequality, more dialogue about that, and changing a lot of other things in American culture that have previous iterations and displays and imagery of Black Americans in products. That's been coming up, and this whole wave of this cancel culture, and it's like your change doesn't feel like it came from you. You're being pressured. So I don't respect your change. You should have done this change a whole long time ago, to be honest. But for you to change, the Redskins name now with this pressure surmounting, I just don't have the same kind of, I can't give a round of applause for you changing it. It's like, wait, I guess you finally listened, and it took this long, it took this kind of situation. I just feel like it doesn't feel like it's an actual change coming from Dan Snyder. So enough of talking about that. Let me actually put the hat on. So, it's a little bit tight of a fit, to be honest, but then again, my hair is crazy. I'm getting a haircut Friday, guys. Haircut is coming. So it'll fit a little bit better, but even then, I feel like, and actually now that I put it on, it doesn't look so bad. It's just kind of the way it was shipped. So, yeah. Let me read up on the comments here. This thing never wore it. Looks like a low profile. It looks like a low profile, but it's because the box was skinny. The brim got bent, which I'm kind of okay with. I like it like that. The 70C was good. Probably red tails. The C is crooked. Still need to get a few more Wahoos myself. Yeah, actually, Jay, now that I kind of noticed that myself. This Chief Wahoo seems a little smaller than I kind of expected it to be. To be honest. But I'm not a huge Cleveland Indians fan. Cubs beat them in the World Series in 2016. I mean, no hard feelings. I mean, if the Indians would have won, of course I would have been freaking pissed. But if the Indians would have won, I would have been like, yeah, good for them. It's been a while for them. Good for them. But I'm glad that Cubbies won instead. So this was the 2018 postseason hat. I mean, overall, I think with the idea of Chief Wahoo, this one is more like a caricature, which doesn't feel. It might feel a little bit more derogatory. I can understand. I can also understand that it's just a cartoon. It's not supposed to resemble anyone. It's just supposed to just resemble just a cartoon. I can understand both sides. But for me, I think that Illinois does it a whole lot better with sports logos for Native Americans, Blackhawk, Chief Illiniwek, actually, representing and making logos that are actual faces, symbolizing either a tribe or a individual, like Chief Blackhawk was of the Sauk tribe, and Blackhawk is actually two separate words, Black then Hawk, and actually that's how the Blackhawks were named, but then I think it was in the 1960s that they pushed the name together to make it one word, Blackhawks. And then Illiniwek is the tribe that essentially Illinois is named after. So of course this will be a hat or a topic video that I'll discuss down the road sometime, kind of after Washington has changed their name. So, I mean, with the whole discussion thing, I mean, you can say whatever you want about it, that, it's not offensive, it's really offensive. I mean, it really is offensive, that I think, and after hearing from Hats about, the actual background of where the term Redskins came from, it's like, well, that's even worse than I thought it actually was. So, you got the First Amendment to think about it however you want to. Um, I mean, from a historical standpoint, Redskins just doesn't seem like an appropriate kind of name for any sports team or anything really. And name should have been gone a while ago. Um, I know that there's been conflicting um, sources, saying on one side, a lot of Native American tribes currently are upset with the name that this is offensive, and there's another handful of sources and articles and polls that say they're not offended by it. They're either not offended by it, or some of them are glad that there's a team that instead of naming a team after Irish, the Celtics, or Cowboys, or the Patriots after more white people, that they get their kind of own representation. I see both sides. I understand both sides. I'm not going to tell you one way is right or wrong. For me, I just think Redskins not the best kind of name to use. So glad it's moving on. They're going to find something else, of course. The J38 mentioned it. Red Tails has been kind of a popular name, honoring the Tuskegee Airmen from Alabama. So that'd be kind of cool. So there's been a lot of here's what it's actually going to be, or here's some mock-up leaked drawings, and it's well, it's like baseball trade rumors. We'll wait and see until it actually happens. So let me just catch up on comments. J38, you fucking bet. These guys blew a 3-1 lead to the Cubbies. You bet they did. I remember this is my first senior year at Concordia. I was there I was a fifth-year senior technically, but only for one semester. But it was March of 2017 that we were going on our band spring tour. We were going out east. We were going to Buffalo and Niagara Falls and doing a loop around. And we went through Cleveland the first time. I actually got a Cubs hat there as the World Series champions side patch hat. I'm like, to get this in Cleveland? Kind of funny. We were driving on the bus. We were driving past Progressive Field, and the bus driver was on the speaker, on the loudspeaker, and he said, "Bus, if you everyone, if you look on your right, that's Progressive Field. That's where the Indians play." And I always sat up near the front because I wasn't that cool. No one really liked me in band. I get it. It's fine. Shocker, I'm unpopular. And then there's two mics. There's one for the bus driver and then one for the front person, or someone at the front of the bus. So I grabbed the mic and I'm like, correction everyone, that to your right is actually Progressive Field, where the Cubs won the 2016 World Series after the Indians blew a 3-1 lead. And the bus, some of them started cheering and laughing about that. So, yeah, I've seen Progressive Field. And one of my friends, one of the guys I knew from senior year youth orchestra in high school, went to Game 7 at Progressive Field in Cleveland. It was really cool. Jealous, very jealous of him. So, other hat things. Hat Club is dropping a lot of side patch hats. T800 John has been leaking and previewing a lot of side patch hats, including a Cubs 1990 All-Star patch with a green underbrim. Very, very decent. I'm going to be saving up for that one. It said that it was going to come out this week, but today they came out with 5 hats: Twins, Tigers, effing Redbirds, Orioles, and White Sox, and they were either a World Series patch, All-Star patch, or some sort of I know White Sox was a commemorative Comiskey Park side patch, and that was the curse of Red Sea. So, is anyone still here? Just wondering, because no one's been commenting. Watching, but no one's commenting. Just making sure you're all awake. I know it's late. I'll wrap up soon, next 5-ish minutes. I heard Friday, but I also heard Friday that they are dropping those Game 1 uh, Washington National hats. So, was from Game 1, two-tone, like this kind of color scheme. So that leads me to believe that like that's like the main headline hat for Friday. So doesn't matter. I'm gonna wait till that comes out, and then I will be smashing that Apple Pay button, and then bitching about it that Apple Pay betrayed me, just like we did for the watermelon drops. So thanks, Hat Club, bastards. Um, so that's gonna be cool. I mean, they had like a lot of side patches going on. Pretty much they did like every team. It seems like they didn't do the Brewers. I don't think they did the Mariners. I'm just trying to think of a few like big teams that well, they didn't do the Yankees, but they're going to do plenty of other Yankee cats. No one likes the Cubs. Aww, what a shame. Um, so that's pretty cool with the Hat Club coming out. Supposedly they were talking about Green Eggs and Ham pre-orders for this month. I know it's been like 2 weeks already since the watermelon drops, I think, and MTS is here. MTS, I got a Cleveland Indians 2018 postseason side patch. The last time Chief Wahoo was on the field, felt like it was appropriate because of the conversation that we've been having in our group chat with Native Americans in sports. And when I got this, like it was like curved and like it was like jacked up. Orioles hat. If I really had the extra resources to budget for it, I might have gotten the Orioles hat, but it just wasn't a top priority. It would have been a nice to have had, but not a must-have. So, still waiting for like the Green Eggs and Ham pre-order drop because they did the Sugar Skull pre-order this past weekend and last week. So I don't know. I don't think they're gonna do another one until not this weekend, but the following weekend. Excuse me. So, I mean, we'll just see how it goes. Baseball's back next week. That'll be fun. What else? I've been seeing a few good hockey hats on eBay recently. A little overpriced, to be honest, especially from being shipped out from Canada. I'd be paying about $50 for a hat. And I'm sure I can hear MTS if I open the door. I'm pretty sure I can bet that $50 on the hockey hat that he will be yelling and complaining and laughing at me saying, "You're complaining about international shipping costs? Ha ha ha!" I'm sure you have it a little bit off worse to be. So I'm sure it's a little worse off for you than 13 extra bucks for shipping for me. So I can understand that. Pre-order Friday, not sure what it is, and okay, yeah, those Green Eggs and Ham ones. I think I have to watch your video again, Fit In Fighter, because I forget what they were. I mean, I know that they're green, but is it the ones where it's like the green hat and the pink underbrim? I think that would be Green Eggs and Ham kind of coloring, right? Yeah, MTS is yelling at me. He's like, "Shut up, Jeff. Stop complaining about international shipping. It's just over the border." I mean, I joked it with a guy from a hat group before, because he told me he's like, the shipping from Canada will be a little bit extra than, just from U.S. domestic shipping. I'm like, well, how about this? How about to save on shipping costs, let's meet at the border. You stay in the Canada side, I stay on the U.S. side, and you just throw the hat over. I think that would be, pretty good. That would work out. That would save on shipping costs. He laughed at it, of course. Okay, so yeah, so it is the green and pink underbrim. Green is my favorite color. I kind of like that watermelon color style more, but I would like to see um, what hats they have for the green eggs and ham. So I don't know if they're gonna do like the World Series patch, All Star patch, side patch lineup, or if they're gonna have like what they did with like the all black and pink, black and white pink underbrim hats about a month or two ago, where like pretty much every team. Cause I got the Cubs one. So I kind of hope that they do like all the teams, and then maybe a few side patches. That'd be nice. I'd like to get a Cubs hat of that one. Um, that'd be cool to get. Um, but maybe I could finally use up some of those points. I think I have like 350 some points saved up for Hat Club. Let me just double check, cause I can. That would be nice to use it up for a bulk order. You know, save on 458 points, and I'm sure after the Cubs drop, hopefully Friday, Fit Insider is hearing because he's the insider. It seems. Um, Hopefully, I can add another like 40, 45 points to the existing total here, and then I can build it up. Of course, I'm going to be using Mr. ML Hats' link, of course. Excuse me. So I got two orders still that are technically unfulfilled, but that's the black and white pink underbrim, and then the 3 regular pink underbrims, Blue Jays, Braves, and White Sox World Series. So that'll be fun. Green eggs, ham, and watermelon. Damn, that is gonna be some big order that I'm gonna make. If it's coming out next Friday, that'd be perfect because next Friday is payday for me. That'll be fantastic. I mean, yeah, it's only $8 worth of points, but it's some sort of savings. Um, so I mean, it's some sort of a few bucks off. Um, need watermelon birthday coming up, guys. MTS, when is your birthday? I still need to. I think maybe Friday I might go to Sports Outlet Express to get your hats. I will take care of that. I told you this month, so I'll see what I can do. Oh, October. Okay. I mean it's closer than my birthday. I mean, we're past my birthday. My birthday was in May, so yours is still technically closer than mine. So, I'll give you that. Anything else before we call it a night, class? I watched Fitted Insider's video today, the 2 comparisons of the Royal hats. I hope J38 watched that. I kind of like the Hat Club hat a little bit more. Maybe not a little bit more, but quite a bit more than the Hat Heaven one. I've never ordered from Hat Heaven. I'm not sure what's holding me back. So one of these days I'll get into them and see what they got going on. And I'll check in with them. Otherwise, for the first time, I think for the first time since I got my UPS mailbox, I have nothing in transit. I have done no online orders in about 5 days. I've ordered nothing online. I haven't bought any hats, anything else, I mean, I picked up a few things, including the hat, and an Amazon package on yesterday, but that was it. Those had already been ordered since the previous Thursday, Friday, so I have nothing in transit right now or being ordered. Let's see, I'm not tripping here. Different White Sox hat. J38, I'll talk with you later about the White Sox hat. Trying to think anything else that's going on. Baseball is next week. Hockey coming back. More WNBA players are being treated unfairly. Elena Delle Donne, former Chicago Sky, now current MVP Washington Mystic champion. Very unfair situation where she's had a reoccurring Lyme disease infection, and she'd been cleared before to not play from her doctor, but the final say came down from a medical panel for the WNBA that you either play or you don't get paid. Seems really unfair. I mean, like, a lot of these female basketball players, most of them go overseas anyways during the winter and spring to play international basketball to get better money than they do in the U.S. So that's kind of sad. Talk about outsourcing U.S. jobs to other countries. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for tonight. I'm already at like 40-ish minutes. I'm sweating. It's raining outside, so it's going to be very humid. So anything else that you want to mention or ask a question before I hit the end button, let me know there. Otherwise, Friday, at least one hat video, or one video, Crown Wipes related, and then next week, baseball is back video. It's, in my mind, it's going to be really good. I'm really hoping that I can get it done with this kind of crunch deadline that I have going on. Oh yeah, and MTS. I started to watch your video the other day. Excuse me. I was running too many errands and I got distracted with that. So I started to watch your video. So I will rewatch it and fully watch it all the way through and watch your masterpiece and watch you get to 200 subs by October or November faster than I could. So hopefully with this Crown Wipe partnership, I can get more subs out of this. I mean, I was talking with Fit Insight about this. I've never been, or recently I haven't been too picky about subs because I know some of my content isn't either consistently, scheduled out. Fit Insider has a good schedule. Sean Stay Fitted has a good schedule. I know Hats used to have a good schedule. It's kind of been, he had other priorities, of course, but for me, there's kind of been almost like no excuse. So, it would be nice to get more subs. Of course, I told Fit Insider I like doing these videos anyways, because I have a really creative mind. I might not have the biggest collection, or the most fitted hats, or all fitted hats, or might not be the most energetic, but damn it, I have the best video edits of any hat YouTuber out there. Even like the big league guys, who guys do the Views from the Vault, the Fitted Hat Society group on Facebook. Yeah, my video editing way better than what any of them do. More often, at least. I mean, for God's sakes, in one of my videos, I cut my own head off. So, I even cloned myself in one video. I lit a hat on fire, Atlanta Flames hat. So I just like doing these videos. I more appreciate comments to my videos. I like the interaction rather than the likes. Of course, views, help, but, because of the views, I get the comment. That's why I like to see more the views and then the comments. And then the subs and then the likes. So that's kind of like my priority list there. Otherwise, recap, hit number 238, Cleveland. I believe that year they went out in the first round. No, they went out to, I think, the Astros. I forget. Who cares? Alright, so cheers to you guys and hats off to you all for watching. I'll be in the chat room tomorrow night with Hats for his stuff, and I'll see you in class Friday when we resume our semester. See you then.